Galyna Zagorodniuk in the legal firm DLA Piper, and for business community to balance the feedback to anti-monopoly committee. My consideration is this recommendations are pretty good, because the objective from the very beginning to make it transparent and clear and straightforward in solving this issue. But let's have a look. The draft that have to be approved in 1 week, we are not fully aware what will happen, because we don't have the figures. In case we'll make it mandatory, and as it is already confirmed by the practice, in some cases decisions are going to be entirely inadequate. In case it will be approved in the Ministry of Justice, you won't be able to change anything, and business community won't get the right results, but they'll get shocking results. The sanction about what? About concentration. That's pretty obvious, and we have to look in depth. I want to misuse monopoly status when infringement happened, and entirely different ball game when you are getting permission for concentration. This is non-compliance with the procedure. Even it ended with monopoly. Monopoly status is not the infringement. But when monopoly have been established and misuse of the provisions and misuse with these limits, and about concentration, really, this issue have to be solved with the changes in the threshold amounts, because whatever we are doing right now, it has very little to do with the real control. It's pretty formal procedure with pretty doubtful efficiency. So definitely we need to upgrade and change the threshold amounts. It should be hand in hand with the control of the concentration, because concentration is one of the principles of the competition law. That's really very much important and to the point, but we need to change the basic conditions for it. Alexander Ivanovich. I have to respond, guys, to these comments, because the accomplishing the monopoly status by having competitive competition, that's not forbidden, it's legal. But in case you are violating procedural requirement and you are getting monopoly, that's same as cartel. That's no difference, because the hidden concentration can happen when two offshore companies have exchanged some documents and nobody is aware about it in Ukraine. So as a result, monopoly in the market and no difference with cartel. Same negative impact. Can I ask you a question? The anti-monopoly committee, we understand pretty well. It's not ideal. No way it can be ideal. That's the first document. What is the procedure and how often you are planning or you see it as changes in the documents are introduced? So, based on efficiency, despite the fact this document have not been approved the last 3 weeks, we calculate sanctions on the basis of this methodology. And when we see some discrepancy in the wordings, we are trying to clarify certain issues. So for sure, we need to make like a full stop. You see, the best is the enemy of the good. The perfect is the enemy of the good. So we need to fix it at certain point as final version. And then my opinion, to use it for about 6 months, and as a result of the 6-month experience, to make it quality document, because this document is really upgraded on weekly basis. On weekly basis, we are clarifying certain issues. So let's figure it out for ourselves. You understand certain version, you fix it, you understand it, and then when you will upgrade it, we'll publish it. Yeah, for sure, for sure.